You guys, I might be going into labor.
You think you're going into labor right now?
No, not right now, but literally it could be any day.
Welcome back to your Couple Tea podcast. It's your boy Josh.
And it's your girl, Katie.
We are expecting our baby girls soon, very soon. And we have some exciting news of why we think we might be going into labor early.
Maybe. Okay, so I'm 36 weeks tomorrow. And what's crazy is my sister had her first baby at 36 weeks. And then another friend of ours had their baby at 36 weeks too. And they're like, you have to be ready. And like, we pretty much, I think we're ready, but like, we're also like not ready. But like, I don't know.
I don't think there's any like actual being ready. I think we're as ready as we can.
We don't have a bassinet.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing we're missing is a bassinet. It's coming. Wait, that's supposed to be here next week, right?
Yeah, I think next week.
It was on back order, so we're waiting to get the bassinet in. But honestly, like obviously we could just run in the store and buy one and make do with whatever we have to. But 36 weeks seems to be the week that a lot of people we know have had their firstborns, which is crazy because they usually say the firstborn goes long.
Yeah, because like I do know a lot of people, like I just talked to someone who's pregnant as well, and she just missed her due date, and so she's a couple days past it. So I'm like sitting here thinking, I'm like, it's so crazy because pregnancy is literally wild. Like the end of it, I never even realized it. No one really talks about it. It's like you literally are waiting for an entire month.
Well, that's what's crazy to me is like now in the back of my mind, living rent free is just the fact that like at any moment I was like, I might need to be ready to go. So like, honestly, I tried to go to bed the other night and I started, I wouldn't say like a panic attack, but like I started feeling stressed. I was like, oh my gosh, like I kind of have a bag packed, like a hospital bag packed, but it's definitely not dialed in.
So the reason he probably felt like that, like a little stressed, is because Joshua B and I decided to go play pickleball with this couple. And like they were like a super athletic couple. So the games were like so fun, so intense. And like it was like just a good competition. So like it was a workout. We played straight for 2 hours. And like I run all the time, I work out all the time, and I'm fine. And I was fine playing pickleball. But then after, since I hadn't played in a while,
a little sore.
I was feeling so sore. I literally couldn't even walk to the bathroom. Like I was like, ow, ow, ow. And Josh was like, are you going into labor? I'm like, no.
Well, plus like the Braxton Hicks, it's like,
yeah.
I feel like what's going to happen is Katie B is so like, you know, strong willed and tough. And it's like, she's going to be thinking she's having Braxton Hicks when in reality, she's like been having contractions like every 10 minutes.
No, so
that hasn't happened yet, but I'm like, I can only imagine like what if like, you know, so like you're just trying to tough it out.
Is in the beginning, the contractions can be not so strong. So I'm like, and my sister Jasmine, we were just talking about this and she's like, people always said like, well, how will you know? And she's like, I always felt like I just wouldn't know. And she's like, trust me, Katie, you will know.
Is that bad?
She's like the first ones you might not know, but that's fine because it's not that serious yet, because like you can have contractions for a little bit before. It doesn't even mean like if you're having contractions that you go to the hospital because it's not time yet. It's like your body can start like a day or two before you can have contractions and then not go into labor. And she's like, the little ones, like, yeah, you might not know, or you might think they're Braxton Hicks and get them confused, but she's like, the real ones, you will know. She's like, I literally, she's like, I always thought I wouldn't know. She's like, I knew right away. So that's what I keep telling myself. I'm like, no, I'll know when it's like really time to like go. But I literally was getting nervous because I felt like the baby felt so low and was like pushing like on everything. Dude,
social media is getting in my head. Like I read all the comments and like, oh my God, baby dropped. Like she's coming any day now. And I'm like, oh, which like, honestly, we keep saying like, we can't wait obviously for that. Yeah. Like we're like, obviously I think 36 weeks would be a healthy baby, but I think like, the doctors say you'd want to go a little past like 37. Yeah, would be more ideal.
Ideally,
but like I want to meet her
after
today.
37. Like, I'm okay with I'm okay with whatever after 37. But like last week or like I was only 35 weeks. I'm like, I don't want to have the baby yet. I'm sure the baby would be fine, but I just would like to go a little bit longer, and I still at least would like to make it to 37 weeks. All right, you guys, we interrupt the podcast to see who's a real fan. We have a little question for you guys. What do we call the glasses that Joshua B is wearing?
Let's go.
What did we used to call it when Joshua B would wear what blockers? Comment down below.
We got the hater blockers on, guys. And if you guys haven't heard of Goodr, they're $25 active sunglasses that don't slip, don't bounce, and are 100% polarized.
And they're just awesome because the thing is, it's like I've spent so much money on sunglasses. I've bought like nice ones and then I've lost them. And Joshua B has done the exact same thing. These ones are only $25 and they're stylish and they're comfortable. They're good for like all activities and they're 100% polarized. And you guys actually, they come with a 100% satisfaction guarantee and a 30-day free return, 1-year warranty.
And I think it's funny that we started with the hater blocker story because Goodr actually, if you go to their website, they have like the craziest names, the most fun website I've ever seen. Their packaging
A ginger
is
soul.
Absolutely fire.
$9 pour over. That's like one of the names of the glasses. Donkey goggles.
Like what?
Like
I
it's so fun.
love it.
And they're good for all activities. Like I said, like if you're going biking, you're going running, or
They're
if you're just
Goodr
boating.
for every single activity. There's my
For
dad
your
joke for the
Goodr
day.
activity. But anyway, if you guys do want to check out Goodr, then you guys can actually go and we have a coupon code for you guys.
Let's go.
So you guys, the code is YourCoupleTea. So you guys can go to goodr.com/YourCoupleTea and use code YourCoupleTea to get free shipping. So Goodr offers a 30-day money back guarantee, 100% satisfaction. So that is goodr.com/YourCoupleTea and use code YourCoupleTea to get a free shipping. But my sister did have her baby at 36 weeks. And like I said, well, I didn't say this, but she was totally fine. She didn't have to go to the NICU or anything like that. So
another thing too is it kind of psyched me out at our last ultrasound because they said like KDB obviously was 35 weeks. Like the day of the ultrasound, she was 35 weeks. We walk in there and she's like, "Oh, like congrats, you're 36 weeks today." And we're like, "Wait, hold on." She is. And then she's like, "Oh, wait, I was going off like your last period or whatever it was." And she's like, "You're actually 35. And then she measured the baby and she goes, "Yeah, baby's measuring like about 36 weeks. And I'm like, "So what's that mean? Like, is she going to come sooner? Like, is it about to happen?"
Honestly, I felt really confused after that because I was
I'm still
so
a
am I
little
35 or 36? And she's like, "Well, we don't change your due date." And I'm like, "No, I understand. But then does that mean like maybe I'd be a week earlier?" Because I'm like, I want to be a week further along because then it's one less week of being pregnant and you're like closer to like your due date. But they won't change the due date based on but what's crazy is like from my period, I really would be turning 37 weeks tomorrow. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's where like in my head it gets a little confusing. I'm like, so what's like the actual day? But apparently they just don't change the due date. So due date is still September 5th. However,
I could be a week
I
further
don't
along.
know. I'm a little confused about that. But either way, I'm excited. I would love to meet baby girl today. I think that'd be so cool. I'm 100% ready for it. Bags packed, everything. Obviously, we're just missing the bassinet, but that would be fine. We'd make it work.
A lot of people keep asking me, they're like, "Are you nervous to give birth?" And I'm like, "No, I'm excited for it all. Like, I just I hope it all goes well." But what I am nervous, I feel like the only thing that makes me like nervous or a little bit sad, and I don't even think I'll think about this once we have the baby at all, but is like people always say like, "Oh, it'll never just be you two again. Like, take it in." And I'm like, the way it comes across is like, it'll never be the same, just like you two. And I'm like, I don't want anything with me and Josh to change. Or
I feel like people say that in a negative way, but
I feel like it could be such a good thing.
I don't know. Yeah, for me, that doesn't scare me at all.
No.
Like, first of all, I think that is only going to bring us closer. Like, how could it not? It will only bring us closer. It'll only make things more exciting. It'll make our life better. It'll make our life more exciting. I can't imagine like coming home to like baby girl and you like. Just imagine, like, I've been playing the song, like, My Girl, like, in the morning, but, like, I say, like, My Girl.
It's so cute. It's like, literally just wake us up with that.
That makes me so happy. Like, it's impossible to have a bad day when, like, I hear that song because it's, like, it just makes me so happy knowing, like, I already have my girl right here, but, like, I'm about to have my girls. Like, it's going to be so much more exciting.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to love life even 10 times more than I already do.
Joshy B's already so cute with me being pregnant, like, and like just always wanting to hold the belly, talk to the baby, read the baby books. Like, you're already like such a good dad, and like she's not even here yet. So I'm so excited. That's something I'm so excited for, is to see you become a dad. Like,
I have been forgetting to do one thing, and it's gonna make me sound bad, but like,
what? Oh, the letter?
Yeah, I don't know why. So the letter, like KDB wrote a letter to baby, obviously, and she wanted me to do one. And like that day, like I had a little writer's block.
I actually started this thing where I wrote her like a letter throughout my pregnancy, like I think I did one at like 17 weeks or after the gender reveal. And then I did one at like 20 something weeks and like 26 weeks, just so like through my pregnancy, like writing her a little note, kind of like what I'm going through with the pregnancy, what I'm excited for, things just like, I don't know. I thought it would be cool and special.
No, it's cute. I love the idea, but anyways, that day I had writer's block, and then like every day since, it's just not that I'm forgetting to do it. It's just that I haven't done it, but I mean, have time.
You have time, but you're not really as I feel like when you go golfing and you go do things, I spend a lot of time like making crafts and like sitting down and like writing things and like.
Katie's she's a scrapbooker, she's a crafter, she knits now, she does it all.
I actually made the cutest page of a scrapbook, and now I just got to make sure I keep doing it throughout her life because I think it looks so cute. It's so fun to like look back on, especially when it's like an organized like book to like look back on your life.
I feel like honestly, I loved my mom's scrapbooks, like because especially obviously when you're a baby, you don't remember that, so like to see or like you don't remember what you look like, so like to go through my mom's like baby book, I love it. Cool. I can see it from my brothers. Showing your girlfriend like it's fun. Wife like look, oh, this is my, because I think it's like you love that person, you want to see like their childhood and different pictures that you've never seen. It's like being a part of something. So I think things like that are super special, and I honestly enjoy crafts, so it's like two things combined. And it's cool to see like what you wrote, like I like how you're writing in it, like what you wrote and what you were thinking at the time. Yeah, and then, so like in the scrapbook I wrote like notes too of like how we were feeling, because that is one thing, is like a lot of times throughout your life you will feel something in that moment and then totally forget what you went through. Like, I don't know, in 20 years, am I going to remember exactly how this pregnancy was? I might just remember, be like, oh, it was a pretty easy pregnancy. But I wouldn't remember how we felt at the gender reveal. We could easily forget, unless it wasn't on social media, of like us joking and calling her Broccolina, like just like little inside things, you know, like, I don't know, you just might forget. That's funny because you say that and I'm like almost already feel like I forgot about the whole Broccolina thing. Just because like me and Katie, when we talk to each other, we talk about her name, like we say her name. Okay, speaking of her name, let's talk a little bit about it. So we actually did something really last minute with it, and we decided to change the spelling of it. And we did do that. I waited for so long. I hadn't ordered anything with her name on it because I didn't want it laying around the house. I didn't want anyone to accidentally see it or anything like that. So I just like waited. I was like, we don't need anything with her name on it. But recently I ordered something, and I ordered them online, and like they were like hand making with the old spelling. With the old spelling, we had to go back and change that. Luckily, we caught it in time. Luckily, they didn't make the things yet, so I was like, "Can you please change it?" And they were able to. And we actually just got our first thing in the house. Do you think that's a hint to the name? What? Do you think that's a hint? Which no, it's fine. We didn't tell them how we changed the spelling. No, but I'm just saying, like, there's only like there's a ton of names you could change the spelling to. Actually, 100%. But Katie with a C. You know, Josh like, with a G, you feel me? No, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Katie. There's so many ways you can spell names differently. Okay, true. I was just trying to make it fun. I feel like that's a little hint, though. That's like a little hint. Like if her name was Callie, you could spell it like a ton of different ways, like Kali, Cali. Like there's so many. That's zero hint. That's a little hint. I mean, you know, you would have to really maybe. Yeah. We honestly haven't given it, and people will always be like, "What's it start with? What's this?" I'm like, no hints, because I just don't want anyone to guess it or anything. Like I just wanted it to be like a total surprise. But we did get our first two things in the mail with her name on it. One of them I accidentally did mess up the order though, because one of them is a birth announcement. Like it says her name and then it's like date, weight, so we can fill it in at the hospital. And then the other one was supposed to be her name, and then it wasn't supposed to have anything on it because we were going to put her footprints on it. So I just ordered a new one, just because I kind of accidentally ordered twice. And then we also have like a little, I don't know what you call it for a bit, like a little crew neck, it's a little sweater, and it has like with her name on her name on. It's we haven't. Is that how we're doing the name announcement? Like when are we going to tell people the name? That's what I really don't know. I don't know. I don't really know. Like I'm not planning that out. It's just, I feel like it's just gonna happen. That's why I feel like I would like to get a picture with her at the hospital, but I also had just given birth, and like I feel like I'll maybe just take those pics for the memories. I don't know like how I'm gonna be looking, how I'm gonna be feeling, but like
we'll probably take a couple pictures together, but I honestly feel like I'd probably just post a picture of like her and her name. Like, I don't know.
All right, you guys, we interrupt this podcast for a quick sponsor from Blueland. I want to ask you a question. Did you know we're eating and drinking roughly a credit card's worth of plastic each week?
That's disgusting.
So Blueland set out to do something about it. They're eliminating the need for single-use plastic in the products we reach for the most.
So Joshy B and I, mostly me, because I do most of the cleaning up around the house, wiping down the counters and stuff. We actually switched all of our cleaning products to Blueland, and I absolutely love them. And Blueland is on a mission to eliminate single-use plastic by reinventing cleaning essentials to be better for you and the planet. And the idea is simple, basically, because they offer endless refillable cleaning products. Guys, they literally, like, you can buy like just these little tablets and you drop them in the reusable bottles, which also are like really aesthetic, which is like a bonus because they look cute. You know, it's gotta look good. And the refills start at just $2.25. So you can even set up a subscription or buy in bulk to save more money. But it's so convenient. So instead of like every time I go to the store and having to lug around all these like heavy cleaning supplies, because it's all full of like water and stuff, you can literally just buy like a little tablet. So like one, it's better for the environment. You're not buying a ton of different like bottles, and you don't have to carry them from the grocery store.
Better for the environment and easier for you. It's a win-win.
And honestly, I just really like the cleaning products too. Like they work really well. They're really clean and good products. So that was really important, especially with us bringing a baby into the house now.
With the cleaning supplies now.
Switched to a lot cleaner products. So Josh, yeah. Anyway, so if you guys want to check out Blueland, they actually have a special offer for listeners. Right now, you guys can get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/yourcoupletea. You guys don't want to miss this. Blueland.com/yourcoupletea for 15% off. That's blueland.com/yourcoupletea to get 15% off.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't really thought of that.
I feel like it's going to be one of those things where like you're just so like, because this is what my sister told me. She's like, I'm telling you, Katie, when you have a baby, because like we're not having visitors at the hospital, and I really don't think I don't want visitors. But she's like, well, because we live out of state from like our family too, so otherwise we would have people come and visit. But she said, she was like, I thought I didn't want visitors, and then when I had her, like my first daughter, she's like, you're just so proud of like
what, Jasmine?
Yeah, she's like, you just can't, like, you're like, oh my God, look at her, look what I just like did. Like, you want to show everyone. So she's like, I literally couldn't wait to send like all the family and post on Facebook like the pictures, because she's like, I was so proud and so excited. So I don't know, like I don't think I will right away, because I feel like I almost like kind of want to like go into labor and not tell anyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
can just have it like just be us for like.
I feel like, I mean, it could be completely different, but I feel like that is not even going to be a thought that crosses my mind, which, like, again, everybody's different. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong, but I feel like for me, it's like, we're going to have the baby, and I guess maybe when they take her back to clean her off or something, maybe it'd be like, oh my gosh, I want to share this. Like, but I just feel like I'm going to be so excited and like, are you so much shit has just happened.
The first thing I do when I have a baby is not going to be, let me get a picture of my baby. It's going to be like, oh my God, let me hold her. Let me spend as much time.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't even, I don't think that would ever even cross my mind.
I feel like it would be like the next day you've like slept and everything. And then she's like, now, well, cause like, you're not really supposed to give them like a bath right away, or even a bath at the hospital. A lot of people say that's not good. But like you can like kind of wipe them down. And then like, I think like, I don't even think we would be thinking of like content.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, and I don't even mean in a content way. I mean like even sending the family.
No, I don't.
I feel like I won't even, I would just be so excited to hold my baby girl.
Like I don't even think
I'm gonna wanna.
I feel like the only thing our phones would be used for is like record, like, and that's what I'm a little worried about, is because I'm like, I want to record and like remember everything, but I feel like sometimes, and we're like, as being like influencers, sometimes I really do feel like we're really bad at like recording things or like documenting things that we're, because I don't know, I just feel like sometimes we're like just having fun or like in the moment that like we forget to pick up the camera or do things. And I'm like, I don't want to forget, because I don't want to like give birth and have it not be recorded and not be able to look back on it. But I also like, I don't know, I just feel like there might just be so much going on. It's like not even a thought in my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've never been through that process before, so I just don't really know how. To me, the whole labor and delivery seems so hectic in my head.
It's like, not always.
It
it's
sounds
just,
like I don't know. That's a lot
You've probably
going
seen
on.
so many
Doesn't it
movies.
seem so hectic?
It can be. It
Like I
can be,
imagine
but-
like 10 nurses, doctors in there. I imagine you screaming. Like, I imagine like, breathe, babe, you got this.
I don't
and
really
then like
think-
a crying baby pops out.
Okay,
and-
I'm trying to predict my birth now of not like how everything will go, but I really don't think I'm not like screaming. I don't think I'm screaming.
Like I imagine me like sweating, like nervous, pacing back and forth. Like I don't know
Like
why
when
it
I'm,
sounds intense.
I feel
to
like when
me.
I'm in pain, I get silent. I don't feel like
True. No, I don't actually imagine you screaming. I'm just saying like I don't know why in my head it's like
you've probably
such
seen
a
movies.
intense thing.
I mean, it is an intense
which I'm
thing.
sure it is.
I think it just depends on everything.
But in reality, how I really think it's gonna go is like we're gonna go in, like we'll chill for a couple hours, and then it'll be like time, and like 5 minutes will go by, and I'll be like, "Holy shit, that's it!" Like I feel like that's
Yeah.
gonna be the first thing I say when she pops out, and you're gonna be look at me like, "What did you just say?" I'm like, "That was it." Like I was expecting
No,
in my head it was
I
so
know-
much more intense. Than
I know
that.
Josh is gonna cry 100%.
I'm gonna. I would be
I
shocked
feel
if
like
I
you'll
didn't
bawl
cry.
your eyes out.
No, I mean if I didn't cry, I'd be shocked. But like obviously not.
I'm
saying.
like
if
really
I don't cry, it's a bad
Okay,
thing.
I'm really curious if I'm gonna cry because
I feel like there'll be too much on your mind. Like you just push.
no,
out a
but do you know what I
baby.
mean? Because like I'm not normally like a huge crier, but I feel like that moment is so like, oh my gosh, but also like, am I gonna be like so overwhelmed? Like I don't know what's gonna. I don't know. Like
I
I'm
think
excited
you're gonna
for it.
cry,
I feel like I probably will.
but I don't think it's like a bad or a good
No.
thing if you cry. I just know me personally. Like I don't know why. I think I'll cry.
I feel like if I was like watching someone, I know I would 100% cry. But if I'm like going, if I like have my mind like set, I'm like, I'm gonna get this baby out.
You're locked in. Yeah,
But then after I feel like, oh my God. Okay, yeah, no, I feel like I'll definitely cry because even thinking about
But
it,
I
I'm
don't know
like,
because I feel like happy tears for sure. But
I'm not
I
normally
don't
like
know
a
if
happy
I really
tear.
cry happy tears. Like I'm trying to. Well, when we got engaged, I cried, but that's because like I don't know. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you cried at the engagement. I didn't, but I feel like this is way different. And also like, I'm like experiencing a lot of emotions.
See, like
so I
at the
feel like I
at the
probably-
wedding, like I teared up a little bit, but like I wouldn't say like tears were not running down my face. I definitely teared up like when I saw your dad and you walk down the aisle because
Yeah.
like I could sense the emotion in your dad almost, and like obviously you looked so beautiful.
Aw.
But I think at the time like I was so nervous. It's like the thought of crying, like I couldn't even do it.
Yeah.
Which like. I don't know. I honestly, I think I'll be so happy. I think I'll just be geeked. Like my cheeks will hurt from smiling.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're going to be so cute. Like even like when I'm pushing and stuff, I don't know.
It doesn't seem real. I don't know why. Like it literally like this week I could be holding my baby girl. Like that's what seems so
Oh my gosh. That's
crazy
so
to say
crazy.
to me. Like I don't know. I just remember like we've been together for what 5 years? Like 5 years ago, like
Yeah.
us just like I feel like we were so little back then, but we're still so young. But like I
I
feel
know.
like our mindset has changed so much, like in a good way.
Mhm.
But it just seems like a different life almost. I don't know.
It's so crazy the fact that we're going to have a baby.
Speaking of KDB though, going into labor possibly early, we actually are leaving today on a trip,
Yeah,
which
so-
makes me a little nervous. It's a road trip and
Yeah.
it's not far.
We're going
like 3
to
hours.
Sedona, which is like 2.5 hours.
A last minute baby moon. And then obviously
It's
We-
a baby moon, but we're taking our baby.
we're
taking both of our babies.
We're taking both our babies.
We're bringing
Topper is
Topper
coming
and the
and
baby.
baby girl
But
obviously is coming.
It is our last trip, like with the two of us, and so like I am very excited and like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so nervous. It's been like on my mind.
What
Like
are you
I
nervous
almost
for?
wanted to cancel the trip like last week.
Oh,
'Cause
you're-
I'm like, I can't imagine like you going to labor. I had this whole scenario in my head. Like I'm now
Don't put
driving
that
home.
out there.
I'm rushing home. I get a flat tire under pressure. I gotta change a flat tire. I've never changed a flat tire on my truck before.
Josh, you've been thinking
I
that
don't
much
even
into it.
know
Don't
where,
think of that.
I don't even know where it's at. I know it's under the seat, but like
No.
trucks are weird to get the
Shut up,
spare
that is
tire
not not happening. Do not put that out there. Shut up.
Oh, well, you're gonna give birth to our baby on the side of the road. That's really
Say that. Don't say that. Don't put that out there.
And like on the way to Sedona, like
no,
we don't have
that's
good
not
phone
happening.
service.
That is not happening. I reject everything you're saying. All right, you guys. So clearly, I am pregnant. I have been pregnant for a while, and when you're pregnant, the first thing that you do is you try and find a good prenatal. And I like honestly couldn't find one that I was like 100% confident about because I've never been pregnant before. I was like, okay, like is this one good? Like which one is the right one for me? But I have found one that I absolutely love, and that is Ritual, and I love it for multiple reasons.
Now, they do say that giving birth is equivalent to running a marathon.
Oh my gosh.
Which your boy is doing soon. And let me tell you, it is going to be super hard. So I can only imagine what giving birth is like. But what about being pregnant and building a company from scratch to take on the multivitamin aisle? That's the story of Ritual's founder, Kat Schneider, who started Ritual because she couldn't find a prenatal she could trust.
And the reason I really like this brand is because you know you can trust it because of the ingredients in it. And it's super easy to take because the like scent that you take, like you can literally smell, it's like, I think it's like mint essence or citrus are the like, I don't know. It's just like when you take it, you don't feel like you're going to gag, especially in the first trimester. It can be really hard to take prenatals. And also they're non-GMO, project verified, soy-free, gluten-free, and vegan. So why settle for a multivitamin that you're not 100% sure about? Ritual was built on trust, so you know it's the real deal. And guys, Ritual is actually offering you guys 10% off during your first 3 months. So you guys can visit ritual.com/yourcoupletea to start Ritual or add essentials for women prenatal to your subscription today.
Want to hear the other scenario while we're here?
No. Okay, go on.
The other scenario was like, oh, like, you know, my dumb self was like, oh, like, let's go on a light hike. It ends up being a tougher hike than I thought.
I thought that.
And remember the hike we've done before with Topper? Like, and my ankle had just healed. Like, that was a pretty tough hike. But like at the top going to labor and then like, what do I got? I got to carry you down. I got to call in a helicopter. The helicopter comes. They like wheel you up on that little like thing up into the helicopter, and then like I'm left there because there wasn't enough room for me on the helicopter.
That'd make a good story, but
we had a lot of scenarios.
Imagine telling your daughter, be like, "Oh, how are you born?" Well, actually, I was at the top of a mountain. We had a helicopter fly down.
That'd be kind of crazy, actually.
That would be insane. If I was in the helicopter, but be like, "Can you just take me to my hospital, though?" So that way we're home.
Yeah, facts.
That would be a
Speaking
little
of a last minute
that's
trip,
not gonna happen.
we were almost. There was a work trip we were supposed to go on, not this week, but the week after.
Now
So she would have been 37 weeks. I'm
glad
pregnant.
we're not going on.
That's in a completely different state. It's a full-on flight and everything, and that would be I would actually be scared then because I have said so many times that, yo, like if you gave birth on a plane, it'd be cool because I've heard you get free flights for the rest of your life. But like, obviously, I don't actually want that to happen, and I don't even know if that's true.
That one was a 3-hour flight, and it was pretty far. And I'm like, okay, we'll just have to do this once the baby's here. We'll have to go there after, which I am very excited for that trip. But we couldn't do it because I was like, yeah, I don't want to have to. Well, even if while I was there, I went into labor in a different state. It's in Missouri, and like, I don't want to be stuck with a newborn and staying in a hotel without all of our stuff. Like
the thing that really crossed my mind was like, well, like how do we get our baby back home?
I think you have to wait a little bit until they can fly.
I can't imagine them being able to fly. Like
we would probably have to somehow rent a car and drive home.
I would not be driving that far with a newborn.
Like
that would be insane.
Or be stuck there for a month.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why we're not going.
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
I want to know, does anyone know if that's happened to anyone or if they have any stories about that where you like stuck somewhere with a newborn because you accidentally had birth in the wrong state, or like, I'm just really curious if that's ever happened.
I don't know.
But we're going to Sedona. It'll be a fun trip. We're just going for like 2 days. And we're just going to like relax, hang out, go swimming. The weather's a lot nicer there. It's like warm, but not cooler. Yeah. It's cooler there than it is here.
Like 100 degrees here.
Dinners, you know.
Get a little massage, a little baby moon.
You know, Josh, massages do.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that. And do they have a hospital?
So can having sex.
Catherine.
And it is our baby moon, you know.
I feel that 100%.
You know,
and we gotta take full advantage, but I'm not trying to go into labor while we're there.
No, me neither.
But it's possible.
But-
I mean, whatever happens, we are gonna make it work.
But I told Josh, I was like, if I have any signs of labor or like I think I'm going to labor, I'm gonna be like, get in the car, we're leaving, because it's only 2.5 hours. We could make it. We could probably make it back.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
gonna try.
It's kind of like scary to think about a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh,
It's
God.
like if you did go into labor this week, not only like are we gonna be out of town, but also on top of that, we don't have a middle name picked out. Like, are we gonna just have to come up with one on the fly? Like, we need to figure that out.
We do. We have one that we like.
We do.
It was actually almost her name, but then
It was.
I also like it if we had another daughter. So I'm like, do we?
No, I don't like that.
You don't like it, but then you liked it for her middle name. I thought we were like, you definitely liked it, or maybe you didn't. Maybe I just liked it.
I think you just liked it.
Okay, it was like my top.
I don't
pick
mind it
a
for a middle name, but
middle-
like I'm not huge on that for like the first name. I don't know why.
it's a boy's name. That's
Yeah,
my hint.
Which is fine.
But I
It's just-
love it for a girl.
It works. I know girls that are named it. It's just I don't know.
I like it.
Yeah, I don't. It's
So do you like it for the middle name, or are you just like, I don't care? Middle names are so stupid. Like, they really are. Like, when you think about it, it's like it only comes up. You only ever use your middle name when someone asks you, what's your middle name? That's it. Like, you don't use a middle name, really.
Yeah, I don't really understand the point of a middle name.
Or unless your mom's yelling at you.
I have friends
you
that
get the
don't
full
have
name.
middle names.
Who?
Leo doesn't have a middle name.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I also feel like I don't want to, like, not give her a middle name because I feel like most people have a middle name, then don't, But I'm also like, why do I need to pick a middle name? And everyone's like giving me all these name suggestions, but I'm like, yeah, just like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, her first name is so cute. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, for the middle name, like I'm trying to go like in my head, I want like BB, something like a BB.
Biz said she didn't like, okay, so the middle name, she didn't like that it was a BB.
Oh, she doesn't like
But
that.
I like BB. I like the BB. No, I like
the
when
baby.
I like when people have like a last name and then the name matches too. Sometimes even the first name's cute. Like if it was a boy and it was Brody Bruckner, like I like the BB.
She says she doesn't like the BB, but she has a BB. Sounds like we're
Oh
talking
yeah, Brazilian butt
like a
lift.
BB.
Yeah,
like
she's biz betsing.
She's biz betsing.
My
I like when it's like same.
my
same.
parents wanted to name me if I was a boy Bradley Betsing.
Really?
Yeah,
All right, Brad.
Brad.
You would be a Brad too.
Oh, you'd be a Chad. You're such a Josh.
I am a Josh. I am Josh. Yes. What do you mean? What does that even mean?
There
Like,
was this thing on TikTok that Joshes were like the tools and blah blah blah. But I
It's
feel
true.
like that's not really true. I know a couple Joshes who are all like really nice.
yeah.
Like I
mean,
feel like
we
all
have
the
our
Joshes
moments.
I knew in my school were really sweet. Like not like the tools or like the F boys. I feel like the Zachs were. Trying to think what's another name.
I feel like I didn't know any Zachs in high school.
You know any Zachs?
I feel like no.
Really?
Well, that's why I'm curious. Like for our daughter, like what is the stigma around her name?
I don't know. I hope there's no stigma.
I don't think there is a stigma yet, but
If there is, she'll change it into something.
she'll change
dope.
it. She'll make it great. Yeah.
Which I am very excited for. Are you nervous at all for people's reactions? Because I'm actually not anymore. Because
I'm a little bit nervous.
I don't care. I love her name.
Would you consider changing it if
No.
everyone was like, I absolutely hate it?
No, because I already know people like the name because people have suggested for a middle name, and they're like, I love this name for a middle because I've been asking so many people for middle
They
names.
suggested for a middle name though.
Yeah, because they don't know that I have it or not.
That's fair.
And it's
That's
not,
fair.
they were suggesting like long names, short names, like every name in the book. Like I've literally like went through, like, I'm pretty sure like even my aunt the other day, she was like reading all these middle names. And I was like, how do you know this many names? She's like, oh, I'm on Google.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just ask AI for middle names and like give me.
Well, then why don't we have a middle name? You're going to let AI name our daughter?
I have a bunch of them on here. You want to hear them?
So I really do like middle names. I think like since middle names are stupid, I think that's cool if they have meaning. But
I said, give me 100 baby girl names starting with B. Bailey, Brooklyn, Briley, Brittany, Bethany, Patrice, Bryn.
Patrice.
I like Bryn.
Bryn's
Bridget,
cute.
Bianca, Brooke, Brianna, Bailey, Blake, Briley. I like that one. There's a lot of good names.
I feel
don't
like
know.
nowadays
there's a lot of
the
options.
names are really cool. I like the different names.
Anyways, moving on. I want to talk about what's in the hospital bag because I'm stoked. I just got mine fully packed yesterday.
Okay,
so
guys, wait. I gotta
confident
tell you
and
about
ready to
this.
go.
This is so funny. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Josh made us go to Lululemon to pick his hospital outfit out.
Okay, I want her to see her dad for the first time. I gotta look handsome.
No, I
gotta look
so
handsome.
cute.
No,
So like normally guys are like, let me just throw whatever, or they might not even pack a hospital bag. And he's like, I think I want to get a new outfit. And I'm like, you know what? I totally agree. I'm like, it's something. It's like exciting. Like, why not packing your hospital bag, getting a new outfit? Like, you're going to do something exciting. Why not make it more exciting? We're waiting for so long. So we went to, where did we go? Like Lululemon, and
that was it.
yeah, Joshy B had to get some, just like a couple shirts and stuff.
Well, I was thinking like I haven't had a new hoodie in a long time. I'm like, it's probably gonna be cold in the hospital. I feel like it's always cold in the hospital.
Yeah.
So I got just like a nice white hoodie for her to poop or throw up on.
Yeah.
You know, and
literally we're
for the
picking out
men's.
clothes for her to like poop on.
And then I got some comfy like sweat shorts.
Yeah.
And I got a t-shirt. It's not like I didn't go crazy. I just and it's really not like that. It's honestly not that cool of a fit. The hoodie I like a lot. But the fit's like not that cool. It's just a plain t-shirt, which I have plain t-shirts. So I don't know why I needed a new one.
It's more so because it's new and you were excited. And I thought it was fun because I bought myself a new outfit and I was like, obviously like I need a lot more than Josh B needs, but I was like, why not make it fun for him? You know, like let's go get him an outfit, pick it out. And then we packed his bag. So he's ready to go. I'm ready to go. I only have one more thing I need to get in my for my bag. And then I literally bought a new bag, bought a new outfit because I'm just so excited. And like just even looking at that bag makes me so excited to like go to the hospital.
It's ready to go. Like just grab and go. Like, hey, my water broke. Let's dip.
I need to like throw my makeup in last minute and then throw my phone charger.
Oh, true. Same.
And then like all the things that I can't put in it. But then I have a checklist. So like when I am going to labor, I can read it all. Like I don't want to forget like the car. A lot of people commented, we did like, what did you post? You posted something.
I posted something
of like us packing our hospital bags. I don't think we posted that video yet, but
I think I posted like a Instagram story.
And a lot of people are like, don't forget like this, and this for the baby, which we didn't show in the video. And I know people are going to be like, oh, you forgot this, but like we weren't showing everything we were bringing for the baby yet. Cause like, I don't want to forget obviously like the car seat. We gotta install the car seat, like the base in the car. We got to do that. That's the only thing we need to do is buy the bassinet, install the
Well, we bought the bassinet. We're just waiting for it to come in. We got to install the car
Well, we didn't buy it. A company is actually sending it to us.
Well, whatever. We have one on the way.
But it's on back order for a week. And then they said they'll process it in a week. But I'm like, do I have to follow up with them? Because if they forget, then we have no bassinet.
Worst case, we run a Target buy bassinet.
We'll just go buy her one.
We'll be fine with that. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. When I was thinking about my hospital bag, I was just thinking about my hospital bag. And then we like did that whole video. And obviously all my stuff's boring. Like I got boxers, sweatpants, hoodie, whatever. Some energy drinks. I packed some meat sticks. I don't know why.
Okay, wait.
I don't know what that. Yeah, make fun of me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So cute. It's not even to make fun of it. Literally was so cute. So Josh is literally, he's like packing snacks, right? Which snacks we need 100%. And we're going to add more. And I actually want to go to Target or somewhere and the grocery store and make like little nurses baskets, maybe put some JD Fit stuff in there just like to thank them. But he literally was packing protein powder in a bag. And I was like, oh, like I was like a little confused. And I was like, oh, like you're going to have a protein drink? He's like, yeah, you'll probably want one too, right? And I was like, well, probably not. Like I'd probably want, like we could like DoorDash some food or like the hospital will have food, but like probably just DoorDash some food.
Chick-fil-A, the Wendy's.
The Arby's. And he's like, oh yeah. I think Josh in his head was thinking that like we are not leaving the hospital. And if we're there for a couple of days, then we are stuck there and we have to pack all of our food for the hospital.
Look, man, I don't know. I was packing protein. I was like, I want to make sure my wife is fueled and ready to push.
Yes.
And
I thought it was really cute, but I was like, the last thing I want after I just gave birth and didn't eat because I was on the epidural.
No, that's true. I was thinking
just plain protein powder, but I thought it was so cute because he was getting like all ready and it's just so cute.
Needless to say, I did end up dumping that back into the protein bin
because I told him I was like, well, Josh, I was like, if it's the next morning,
like, we could just DoorDash food. I don't know why
baby.
It didn't cross my mind. All right.
I asked him, I was like, would you rather have Chick-fil-A for breakfast or would you rather have your plain protein drink? And he's like, I'd rather have Chick-fil-A. So starts dumping it back in.
But also, I'm like a both guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I would have the protein drink for the gains, and then like Chick-fil-A for the fun.
I just feel like it seems a little extra for you to be pouring out the powder in the bag, like mixing it up. Like,
Honestly, when I travel, like that's what I do.
I mean, we
so
do
for me,
that.
it's like normal. You know, I'm packing a bag. I'm like, all right, I'm bringing like a protein drink. That way, like, you know, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And plus, I'm not gonna lie, having a baby and everything, I don't know. Like the stigma is, you know, that you get the dab on and everything, and like I'm not.
You're already trying to break it.
I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna change the stigma. I got a marathon scheduled in December.
So you getting Chick-fil-A the next morning?
I am a little nervous. I'm getting Chick-fil-A the next morning, absolutely. But yeah, I'm gonna break the stigma.
I mean, he is running a marathon to start off being a dad.
Hopefully, I don't know. I ran a half marathon yesterday. That shit was hard as hell.
How cool is it though?
I can't imagine with the baby.
We're gonna be taking our baby to Hawaii for the marathon, and she's only gonna be like 3 months old. I'm like so excited for it. Just to
you know what got me through my run yesterday?
Is thinking that she'll be at the end.
I swear to God, yeah.
Really?
I was like running, and I almost called you to come outside so I could like really visualize it, like at the end.
I mean, I was outside and I did give you water halfway through your run.
But at the end, you know, because I'm gonna be so excited, like I'm gonna be running, and I'm just gonna be like probably completing one of the hardest things I've done in my life, and I'm just gonna see like my little baby at the end, like cheering me on, like go daddy,
go dad. Well, I don't think she'll really be saying any of that. Yeah. She'll probably be sleeping. Like I'll probably have her in like a carrier.
Yeah,
so
I'll wake her up a little bit though.
I will be like, Dad's coming. She'll be like,
Gaga.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool, but yeah, we changing.
Ow.
Stop it.
I'm just kidding.
Stop it. Dude, that's what I'm saying though, because she'll make noises and I'll be in a different room. I'm like, holy shit, it's about to happen.
No, it's because I'm sore from like running and stuff. And like the other day,
she'll like get up, she'll like,
ow, ow.
I'm like, oh, are you good?
I will be honest.
Contraction?
The end of pregnancy is definitely getting a lot harder. So something I am a little nervous for is I'm like, I do really want to have the baby at like 37, 38 weeks. Obviously, whatever is fine whenever she's ready. That like your body knows when she's ready. Like,
but social media says she's ready because she's dropping. So you think she's ready now?
No, I don't think she actually dropped. I think it's just by the picture, depending on like how I pose or how I like, I don't know how I'm turned. It could look like she's dropped. I don't think she has, but I really, really would hate to go past my due date. Like that seems so long. And I'm like, cause it's getting a lot harder to sleep at night. I'm getting in a lot more, like my back's starting to hurt a little bit more. It's getting a little uncomfy. She's running out of room here. So like, I wouldn't really want to go too long, but
yeah, I was going to say like, is your belly going to get much bigger?
I don't know.
I feel like people are like shocked when you tell them how pregnant you are.
I know.
But what's also crazy is she's in the 67th percentile for like
60th.
Her weight. I thought it was 67.
Not my weight, the baby's weight. It's
no,
60th.
Not you. I'm talking about the baby.
It's 60, I thought.
Well, 60 would be 67. Either way, 67 or 60, whatever. She's like a pound bigger for
not a whole pound. She's just she's just a little. So she's literally almost like right on target. But technically, if I was measuring at 36 weeks and I am 36 weeks, because based off my period, I'm 36 weeks.
That's where it got confusing to me. Regardless,
perfect weight.
I'm like, is the belly gonna get any bigger?
I feel like my belly isn't that big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm really curious if I feel like it'll get a little bigger, but
where is she hiding in there? Is what I want to know. That's what I'm
like
curious
down
about.
Here. I feel like I really feel like sometimes I feel like my belly is big, and then sometimes I look at it and I feel like it's not that big.
Yeah, she has been moving in there though.
I know.
She really has been.
I'm really curious if like me like running or like working out, like the workouts I was doing are gonna like make me go into labor earlier, or if it's like fine.
You think that's
and that has no. Well, it could just like spark it somehow. Well, because think about it, like if you're like curb walking towards the end, like it's helping the baby go out. Okay, what if you're literally doing like jump squats, jump lunges, hitting the treadmill? Like I don't know. I feel like I work out pretty hard. So like am I gonna like induce my labor?
Well, okay, so talking about labor, where do you think the craziest place to give birth would be?
On a plane.
You think that on a plane?
Well,
I think so too, because like there's no privacy on a plane. Like how they couldn't make that private if they wanted to. Like I just imagine someone giving birth on a plane, like laying in the hall.
No, you would have to like probably go to the back, They'd probably lay you on the floor, the back of the airplane.
Where
Like where the stewardess have like the cart. Ow,
it's
she's
not
moving
big
so
back
much.
there.
No, but you'd probably lay on the ground right there, or the last couple rows, and you probably, if anyone can like move up, they'd probably do something to try and give you a little privacy, or people would block. That would be wild. Like, I'm really curious. Is anyone a stewardess?
And like also
and ever been a
planes,
part
like
of this?
I feel like planes are like so dirty too.
They're disgusting.
Which,
But not only that, it's just kind of scary because it's like you're having a newborn with no medical help. But I think a lot of times is if you were going into labor, I don't know what the rule. I'm pretty sure they would land the plane.
yeah, 1,000,000% they're gonna
Yeah.
land the plane.
But I
it's
also
not,
think you
it's
can't
not
fly.
always like you can just land.
I don't
like,
think
right away.
Yeah, I don't think you can fly though if you're a certain amount of weeks pregnant.
Really? Well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't.
I
even
think
we would've
airlines
been
have
able to
rules
go
on that.
trip.
Yeah.
But but how do they know? They don't have that information. You
I don't
put
know.
that information
Is
on
anyone
your flight.
is anyone a flight attendant or a pilot or
That can't be a
married to a
thing.
pilot? Like that's what I've heard. Can you guys comment down below if that's true or
But
what
how
the
would
rules
they know? Like, imagine I just book a flight ticket for you right now. They're not going to be like, oh my gosh, like she looks like she's 38 weeks pregnant. She's not allowed on the flight.
Well, I don't know. That's a good point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't put that information anywhere.
Because then they could be body shaming. Then they could really get canceled.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like I'm sure there's probably like a thing that says like disclaimer, like don't fly. But who's to turn you away?
Well, I would like. What? Oh my god, that just sounds awful.
Your OBGYN, your OBGYN might tell you, hey, don't fly. Which obviously you shouldn't at a certain time, I'm sure.
Oh, let's talk about something. So on Thursday, I have to go get a cervical check and some I think like swab or something. That's gonna be your first time at like watching me.
Stop making this weird. Did we? I feel like we either talked about this before. Or,
No, I think we talked about this with our friends.
Yeah, you're
it's
making
not
it
weird. It's more funny because it's like that's gonna be your first time seeing me like at a doctor's. Like it's different, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really care, but yeah, I've never seen that, you're gonna be propped open, so no, not for like something like that. Right.
But some people say it's painful and a lot of people like it's not.
The swab? Yeah. Sounds kind of painful, honestly. But you're about to give birth, so I mean, that's gonna be like the most painful thing. Yeah, which makes sense because. So did they like send her right to the hospital? I think they sent her home and then she. That's so crazy. That's gonna be the most insane like car ride ever. And again, I feel like movies like ruin it for me. Like I feel like it's gonna be like, because that's what's so weird to me. Because she has this whole list of stuff we have to grab. Because like obviously we're bringing like our cameras and stuff, a tripod, and like that's stuff we use every day, so we can't have that packed ready to go. But I'm like,
what time of day?
Are we gonna have time to? How am I gonna grab all this stuff?
You should have time.
We gotta run to the car and go.
No, okay, my question is, would you rather know the day she was going to be born or know the time?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I feel like if you just knew the time, like every day at that time, you'd just be like, oh my gosh. But I think I'd probably rather know the day.
Yeah, me too. Because then the whole day you could be kind of ready and be like, I need to make sure I have a good night's sleep. I'm very curious though, because a lot of people, like I watched one girl and they woke up in the middle of the night because she was having contractions.
Doesn't scare me.
No, but they had time. Like they had a toddler. Like they packed the husband didn't even have a bag packed. He packed his bag. She curled her hair, got ready to go.
Really?
They dropped their toddler off.
See, that's what blows my mind. I'm like, the movies just show it so differently. Like,
well, it all depends because it's like if you're having contractions, you normally start to know and you have time because your body has to dilate. And then by the time...
Does your water always break? Doesn't your water not always break?
No, it doesn't always break. Sometimes they'll break it at the hospital. And like, we should have time.
If your water breaks, does that mean it's happening like right there and then?
No. It doesn't mean she's coming out. Because think about it.
I want your water to break. I think that would be like...
I'm very...
oh my God.
Like, oh my gosh, her water just broke. I like do too. I don't know. I feel like it'd be funny and weird. But anyway, so this couple, they did that, and then they got to the hospital, and then they were put in a waiting room because it's like you have to wait until you dilate for so long, and then she finally got an epidural.
Oh, okay.
So it's like they were at the hospital for hours. By the time she had the baby, I'm pretty sure it was like almost evening.
See, that's what makes me feel like we're gonna have to, like, are probably definitely gonna tell people that we're at the hospital, just because I'm like, we're just gonna be sitting there like, oh my God, we're here. Like, what do we do? And we're gonna have so many hours just to be chill,
Yeah. But then I'm like, I want to tell people, but then I'm like, are they gonna be blowing up my phone?
You're not gonna be on your phone. Who cares?
Well, if we're waiting.
True.
At that point we might be. Honestly, I feel like if we were just in the waiting room, what I feel like I would probably do if we were bored, because if I'm like bouncing on a ball or like doing whatever I need to do, walking around, I feel like we'd start making TikToks. And that's like what a lot of people do because they're bored. They're like, I'm trying to like distract myself.
I was gonna say we're
something.
not people that just like sit around and do nothing. So I feel like we'll figure something out. I feel
like we'll just be like messing around in the room, like waiting for her to come.
I don't know. We'll soak in the last moments of it just being us.
Like I could literally see me and you, like depending on how much pain I was in while we're waiting, is like you on the Busa ball or whatever, like doing something like bouncing.
Is that coming to the hospital with us?
No, but they have them at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it like helps get baby head down, and then also I'm pretty sure it helps like, I don't know, like progress the labor.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
What's that?
What?
Did your water just break?